You know, I gotta say, I'm tired of breaking chests and moving them. What if I could just, you know, these pigs don't want to cooperate and get in their pin? Just pick them up. Yeah, and you can stack animals. Why would I need a trapdoor to make myself crawl to mine one by one when I can just crawl? Just crawl. Never really made much sense to update villager trades by breaking the profession block and waiting for them to update it. Why not instead have them update their wares as you trade with them? Like that. So, if I'm holding a pickaxe in my hand, what's stopping me from just putting it on the table? You know? And then picking it up again. Same goes for my diamonds. What if I want to admire them? Look at them. Yes. These Minecraft mods just make sense. Like, if you ask me, a lot of the problems that these mods fix shouldn't even be in the base game to begin with, so that's why you should take a look at them. Okay, just before we get started, this is Fabric, and I'm on version 1.21. There are versions of these mods for other versions of Minecraft, so yeah, just be that as it may. But we're gonna get started. Okay, well, to begin with, I have a couple of inventory mods that are just a no-brainer for me all the time. Like, they're so basic that I don't even remember which ones do what anymore. This is just what my Minecraft looks like. And one of them I know is mouse tweaks, which lets you do stuff like scroll wheel and hold down a button to move everything from your inventory, or do stuff like this, swipe over. You can, gosh, what else can you do with this mod? That's the majority of what I use it for, is the swiping feature. It lets you do stuff like this in the crafting table, where you can like build it out and stuff like that, do stuff like that in and out of your crafting table. Just a lot of general tweaks to how you can use the mouse in Minecraft, which is a lot better. Now, you just saw there the animation from the Bedrock inventory animations, or smooth swapping is what it's usually called, but in this version of Minecraft on Fabric, this is what it's called, which gives you a handy dandy little graph to change a bunch of parameters with how items move in your inventory. And you can get really, really goofy with it if you add different points, because it's all using math, and you can go, or make it really fast. Oh, and just give yourself a total aneurysm. Oh, what the? Hold on, what does that look like if I do this? Make it really slow. Now, that is so trippy. It's like flies going in and out of your inventory. Just kidding. Anyway, that's great. The other really big inventory mod that I use all the time is something called stack to nearby chests. So if I grab a variety of different blocks from these inventories, let's grab this, diamonds. And so say I just came back from a mining trip and I have all these things in my inventory, and I have to go through and I have to put it in every single chest. This little button down here, quick stack and restock from nearby containers, is super convenient, because I can just run up and hit boom. And all the nearby chests that I could reach if I just manually click them get quick stacked too. So let's go over here, boom. And it just put all those blocks that I just put in there away, which is super duper handy and convenient. So if I put 7 cobblestone there and hit restock, it will restock that cob deep slate into my inventory if I still have some. Obviously, it doesn't know what to do if I just do that. So, but it's kind of a fun effect. You can hear all the chests going, so that's really cool. Also, you have an inventory sort, which I have set to middle mouse button, which just lets me instantly sort my inventory if it's messed up like this. Boop, and it just goes right too. And that works on chests as well. So if I just move stuff around like this, boom, it just sorts them. And I'm spamming that all the time because it is unbelievably convenient just to keep everything sorted. And you can change by ID or something. Oh yeah, by scrolling, by the mod or by the ID. So we can do it by mod, we can do it by category, do it by name. So arrow will be at the top and wooden shears will be at the bottom. So those are some big inventory mods. I do have a portable crafting table mod. So if I have a crafting table in my inventory, then I can press a keybind and use it just while it's in my inventory. So just have to keep the crafting table on me type of thing. Yes, some inventory mods, other ones that I have, is better recipe book. And there's some other mods I don't remember for the recipe book. I will insert them. And what they do is, first, it makes the recipe book match the creative tabs. So combat, food, ingredients, everything. And I basically just use a recipe unlocker. So I just have recipes for everything. And then I can just search up, I don't know, end crystal, and I can see the recipe for it, or what the copper rail, sure, or anything. And there's some settings, you know, new recipes, instant crafting setting, instant crafting enabled, general settings, enable recipe pinning, keep crafting screen centered. I love this setting because it makes it so that it doesn't jump to the side when you open the recipe book. So That's super convenient. I have right click to harvest, which just basically insta plants any plants that you pick up, but everyone knows about that mod. That's a pretty common mod. I have no hotbar scrolling, so it stops. That's going to be a preferential thing. Stack refill is really good. If I'm placing blocks here with wood here, see, boom, it just put the blocks, if they're in my inventory up here, into my hotbar because I was placing them. And so it refilled the stack that I was using, which is unbelievably convenient. Another mod that just makes sense is that campfires will actually burn and cook things that stand on top of them. Yes, sheep, yes. Another mod that makes sense, give it a second. Oh, here's one, is the fishing reel mod, which fishes up actual entities of fish rather than just little items. So your auto fisher is not gonna work as effectively, but it's realistic. There it is. I caught one. He's a live one. There you go. I guess that would be good because if you have looting on a sword, then you can actually use looting, but I mean, it didn't drop more than one anyway, so whatever. But that makes sense. It works. It makes sense. You know what's funny about this mod is that you can actually exercise catch and release in Minecraft. There you go, fishy. Like, I just populated this section of water with a fish that wasn't really in there before. How many times can I do that? There you go. Get in the water. Hey, there he is. I caught him. I caught him. You can like take fishing pics, like put them on your Facebook profile, you know, where you're like, oh, I caught this fish. There you go. Back into the water. So you can exercise catch and release in Minecraft with this mod, which is kind of funny. So another mod that is very, very good and just makes sense, although it might be a little broken. So we're going to take a look at my mob farms here. So I have these mob farms, right? And so they give me stuff, but they also drop any armor that has enchantments on it. So all of these skeletons, they have these armors that have all of these enchantments on. So we got Fire Protection 2, Unbreaking 2, Depth Strider, Protection 2, Protection 3. Now, in vanilla Minecraft, typically, these are just going to be stuck to these armors. You can't really get the enchantment off of them. But with the grind enchantments, it adds a few new features to the grindstone. The primary one being, what's up, Bari? You mind if I use your grindstone for a video? The primary one being that I can actually take any enchantment off of an item and onto a book. So I just got Protection 1 off of this gold helmet. And so let's see this one that has 3 enchantments. If I place that, it puts it on a book with 3. And then if I put that book onto the grindstone with another book underneath, it will split off one of them and I will have 2. And now I can separate all 3 of these enchantments onto 3 separate books with the grindstone. So, oh, Protection 3. Oh no, it's stuck on a golden shoes that I'm never going to use. Boom. It does cost a bit of XP though. So super, super convenient. It totally makes sense that you could grind the enchantments off and onto books because it's the grindstone, Barry. It's the grindstone, baby. So that's super convenient. I'm going to go put these back. Oh, honorable mention is the eating animations, which gives you a little sprite animation when you eat something like you just saw there. It works on, you know, whether or not you have the first person mod installed or not. It just makes the sprite. As a side tangent to that, I am using the first person model mod. Enables the third person model in first person. So that's why I can see my body. That's why I can see myself. This one isn't necessarily one that entirely makes sense, but is unbelievably convenient, which is the inventory move mod, which lets you move while you're in inventories. So I have my inventory up and I can still WASD. And I can even jump, which means you can totally clutch MLG, make a chest while you're running, boom, place it down, you know, something cool like that. I'm gonna leave that chest there. What's up, crab? You gonna wave at me? Gosh, we're in the dead of winter. Freezing. Yeah, that means we can walk on the water though. I guess I could talk about the tree harvest mod, but I mean, those are pretty common. I wouldn't call those specifically making sense. Like, I mean, it does make sense being able to cut trees like this. It's called falling tree. Change the way you cut trees. And you can do like the whole tree, which I have, which is the fastest, or one where the logs like cut down one at a time as you cut them. That makes sense. That's definitely a mod I would include in this, but not specifically. It's an honorable mention for sure.
What's up, puppy dog? Hello. Hello, puppy. You're so cute.
Another mod that just makes sense is the particle rain mod, which replaces rain with a particle effect like you're seeing here, and it puts this cool ground fog over the ground, which looks really cool, and it just gives so much more atmosphere to Minecraft when it rains because it puts this like smoky fog effect on the ground. Man, this is scenic, dude. Look at this. So we're gonna need some deep slate. We have some logs on us now, and let's grab some stone. So if we go to the stone cutter, which is held by Deborah the mason, stone cutters, of course, we know allow you to cut stone, cobblestone, great. But with the master cutter, the stone cutter is now more useful than ever with 500 new recipes, including wood cutting, which is my favorite thing because now you could just put a log in and you can make planks or you can make fences. And so if I put just a single plank in here, it lets me get out just a single fence or 2 slabs or a single trapdoor, which is way more economical because usually trapdoors you have to do like this and you only get 2 out. But with the stone cutter now, you can get twice as many. And it also lets you deep slate, which is really nice because you don't have to cook or smelt deep slate, and so you just get all of the deep slate recipes. You can make polished, you can make deep slate, all in the master cutter, the thing. Okay, I think finally the last mod to top this whole conversation off is going to be one of my favorite. What the freak? How did you get up here? Freaking die. Oh, look at it, it's so snowy outside. This is real Christmassy, man. I mean, it's well past that time now. It's into the new year, but it's not bad at all. The final mod that we'll talk about, or just briefly cover today, the Distant Horizons mod, which, if you will forgive the snow, you can see for ages. And I'm only using 10 chunks render distance right now with 128 on the LOD render distance on a single player world. And oh my gosh, does it look good. And it's not even that taxing on my computer. And it just makes so much sense that you could be able to see that far. Like, why wouldn't you be able to? It's an open world game. With it turned off, this is 10 render distance. I mean, it's fine. And my FPS certainly, you know, appreciates it, but for just a little bit less, you can see that much more. I mean, my FPS is just fine. So the Distant Horizons mod, definitely worth it. So I'm thinking that's all the mods to talk about today, guys. Just a couple of quality of life, just mods that make sense to be in the game. If you agreed, let me know which ones were your favorite and which ones you think I forgot that I should talk about or look into, because there's a lot of good Minecraft mods out there. These are, again, just for Fabric 1.21, but there are updates and versions of these for most versions of Minecraft or equivalent mods. So yeah, thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Hooray.